have to do my role. I have to play my part. I have to do the absolute best that I can, so that way they can do the absolute best that they can. They could probably even do better than you. That's why all I have to do is I have to just set the foundation. What's good? It's your boy, Glacier, breaking down the icebergs of life. Now today, we're talking about something that's gonna take the biggest chunk of your life, and that's the first thing that you have to overcome: school. Now school, I hate it, you hate it. Let's just not, I don't think I've never met anybody who personally enjoys school. In this video, I'm going to tell you how you can get better results in school. I'm going to break down how you can change your mindset so that way you can start performing better when you do school activities. Well, when I'm saying this too, I'm not trying to put myself on a pedestal. I'm not trying to say I'm better than you, I'm smarter than you. I understand what you're going through. Literally on academic suspension because I just had no work ethic and I just did not want to do school at all. I went from literally having less than a 1.0 GPA to having a 4.0. So before we want to start getting better results, we got to change the roots. We got to change the mind. You have to find a reason deeper than yourself for why you want to do school. It's got to be a reason deeper than yourself. It's got to be. School is so mentally draining. If you're only going to school for a personal want, a personal desire, it might not be strong enough to carry you through all those years. And when I speak about school, I know that some people drop out in high school, but I guess this video is really targeted towards people that are paying money to learn, people that are in private schools, people that are going to universities. Because when you're an adult and you actually now have the choice, you have the choice on if you want to pursue this. You gotta really break down the pros and the cons, and you really gotta stick with what you choose. You have to find a reason that's deeper than just what you want for why you're doing this. It's like, for example, single mother does not want to work. Let's say she's a dishwasher. She has to then immediately, she gotta change and she gotta be a hotel maid. She has to grind because she has to provide for her family. You see, she has a reason deeper than herself. You see it all the time when you see people like strippers or prostitutes, people that are desperate for money. They'll say that the reason is deeper than them. And sometimes when people have a reason that's deeper than them too, you can really see what you're capable of. That's when you really tap into things that you didn't know were inside of you. Like Chronicle. He didn't want to be a villain. He just wanted to make sure that his mom was getting taken care of. And so he tapped into his abilities. He started wilding. But he didn't probably think he was capable of that until he really found a reason to bring things from deeper inside of him. For me, I would say I'm an older brother, and so I have 3 younger siblings, and I can already tell all of them don't like school. If I was to drop out of school, I'm setting the example, because you know that when your people are younger than you and they look up to you in some sort of way, they mimic your behavior. If I drop out of school, they're gonna think it's acceptable to drop out of school. And there's nothing wrong with dropping out of school, but I just know that the alternatives, they have a low success rate. And I could focus on YouTube. I want to use my degree knowing that I can go into this work field in case YouTube does not work out. Now I know my YouTube is going to be successful. That's not the issue. But it's just the message that I want to send. I'm not a one-trick pony. I have many attributes to me. I have many badges, many things that you don't know. And on top of that, the stigma to people that don't even have their education. It's like people look down on you when you don't have your education. People look down on you when you don't have your degree. People look down on you when you don't get your high school GED. People are they're just so judgmental because that's what society tells them. People tell them that you're supposed to spend 5 to how many years trying to master your field so that way you can be acceptable to society. We're all trading skills. It's just now we're just more technology advanced than regular. You're going to school so you can get a skill that we have to provide to society. But I would say, like I said, my reasoning is that I don't want them to look at their brother and be like, if he couldn't do this, how can I do this? If I start doubting myself and now that's hindering my performance, I'm bringing down the entire team. So I have to do my role. I have to play my part. I have to do the absolute best that I can so that way they can do the absolute best that they can. They could probably even do better than you. That's why all I have to do is I have to just set the foundation, get my degree so that way they can feel inspired. Let them come to my graduation. Let them see me hold that diploma so that way I can say, I did it. If I can do it, you can do it too. If we're being honest, people don't really care about those that failed. Would we care about Derrick Rose if he broke his ankle before he even got into the league? No, he was successful first. Look at Kanye West. If you guys saw the documentary, for almost 4 or 5 years, he had All Falls Down. He had it on a hard drive and he never got to release the song. But guess what? He didn't allow that closing door to limit him, and he still became successful. So like I said, you gotta find that reason deeper than you. It's gotta be bigger than you. Because like I said, motivation is not real. Discipline is going to take you further. Discipline is going to always take you where you have to go. Because the results will always be more efficient when you take no shortcuts. It's Kanye West. Like the video and subscribe. The next thing you can also do, you want to figure out the career path on how your degree can help, or how this education can help. Last year, I didn't think it was gonna be helpful at all. I was like, this is stupid. I used to think that accountants can only make 50 to 60K. So I'm like, you mean to tell me I gotta slave these 4 years for not even a 6-figure salary? No. That hurt my motivation even more. That even hurt my reasoning. I didn't want to do it. It's like, if I'm doing that, I could probably make that same amount of money if I was grinding on YouTube. And that's probably like a channel with like 100K subscribers. So why am I out here wasting 2 years of my life when I could spend those 2 years doing YouTube? Thinking on the margin. You prefer one idea over the other because it's more beneficial. And so I'm really, like I said, I was really on the fence about if I should pursue my education or just do other things. And it was like, do I want to become an accountant for only 50, 60K a year? I was just not satisfied with that. If it was not for the fact that I had a conversation with my uncle, and my uncle was telling me that, do you know about what a data analysis is, or a data analyst? I was like, I've never heard of that before. You got to breaking it down for me. You got to showing me what it is, you know, Excel, accounting degree, this and that. And I was like, that's actually not number one. That doesn't seem like something that's too difficult compared to just filing taxes. And then number two, the starting salary for an entry-level position is in between 125K a year and 150K a year. And obviously they said if you do good enough for 4 years, you could be eligible for a 100K raise. So a 250K salary. When I heard that, it actually made me mad that I did not take my first semester of school serious, because it's like, okay, I actually see the potential in it. You gotta look at it like this. You gotta know what you're building for. You gotta know what you're building towards. If a person came up to you in the street and said, I will give you this Lamborghini, all you have to do is give me $1,000. You know what the reward is. So now you're more inclined to try to get that $1,000. You're more motivated to find ways. You're more creative. You wanna find a solution. Got that from Alex Ramalski, the GOAT. That's how you gotta look at it. When you know what the rewards you can get with your degree is, it makes you more inclined. It gives you more of a boost to wanna try and keep pursuing, doing things that you wouldn't naturally do, busting your ass every day, trying to make sure that you get those good grades because you know what the reward is going to be. It's because people right now are probably most unsure if their college degree will actually be worth it because of just how much content creation is out there. There's just so many things, so many options now that's why people are devaluing it. You just got to know how you can benefit from it. You got to know what your degree can gain for yourself. Once you understand that, it just really helps the process of wanting to get up someday. It just really helps the process of having those late nights. You know what you're working towards.